Hello and welcome to the BMB Game of the Week. I'm Ty Steinberg alongside Jared Broxmeyer, and today we have a good game in store for you here today. The Mepham Pirates are will be playing the Farmingdale Dalers today, and what will be a great matchup. Jared, are you looking forward to this game?
Yes, I think it'll be a really competitive game, and it'll come down to the wire, and it also matter whoever gets the first goal.
Perfect, I agree with you there. So we're going to first start off with the records. The Mepham Pirates overall record coming into today, 3-2-4. Not every day you see those 4 ties. Really, how has Mepham got themselves into this situation?
Mepham's gotten themselves into this situation because they've been working very hard in practice and throughout the games. They just need that one play, one goal, one stop. They're almost there, and by the end of the season, they might get there.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I think right now they're looking at a situation. They still are doing very good in the points department, but I just think one more play that can go their way in each game could definitely change their record completely. Now looking at Farmingdale, see, they're coming into this game with a 2-4-1 record. It's definitely been an interesting season for them. Their last game, a 3-0 loss to Plain Edge, Old Bethpage JFK, so they've definitely had an interesting season, right? The interesting thing with them, they've played well. They have, actually. They've had a lot of injuries throughout this season. They also have 6 games in 9 days. That's not anything normal. Can you talk about that a little bit?
The 6 games in 9 days is going to be tough because no matter how good your conditioning is, you can never be conditioned to play that many games in that few days.
Yeah, I agree with you there. It's weird when you even see 3 games in 6 days. That's not even normal. So the fact when you say 6 games in 9 days, you look at that aspect ratio, it's definitely something that's very interesting. See, now we go back up to Mepham. The 3 keys of the game are here, and they're ones that are very interesting. The first key of the game here is have effort, or play with energy, excuse me. That's something that everyone needs. If you're playing soft out there, you're not playing hard, you're not running full speed, it just doesn't help. Can you talk about the second key of the game for me?
The second key is you got to play with effort. Always try your best. No matter what the result is, just give your best.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Effort is one of those stats that they're not really on the stat sheet, right? But that's something that's extremely important. If you're not playing with effort, if you're not playing with pride, you're not playing with energy, your team overall is not going to be able to compete at the highest level that they want to compete at. Now taking a look at the third key for the Mepham Pirates here, just take pride in the game. Of course, you're playing the sport that you all love. That's all it's about, right? At the end of the day, of course you want to win and you want to make sure that you come out victorious, but as long as you're having fun, that's all that matters. So again, just take pride in the game and enjoy having this opportunity to just play soccer again, honestly. That's what it is. Now taking a look at the Farmingdale keys to the game. The first one, play strong defense. Can you talk about the defense side of the ball here for the Dalers?
Defense normally wins you championships and games. So defense is one of the most important things about sports. If you have a good defense, you're normally going to get the right result.
Yeah, I agree with you there. The defense for these Dalers, they pride themselves on defense, you see. They make sure that they have a lot of their forwards. They make them hang back a little bit. The midfielders, again, hang back. They want to make sure that they will not lose a game because of poor defense. They might struggle to score goals here and there, but they want to make sure that they're strong defensively. Taking a look at the second key now, get the first goal. That's very important, and I know that you hear that a lot of the times, get the first goal, but it's extremely important for one reason, right? It gets the team happy. It gets the team going. Can you talk about the effects of getting the first goal for teams?
The effects of getting the first goal, you don't have to play from behind, and it gives you an edge and advantage because then your team plays with more pride.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Looking at the third key, continue to grow as a team. That's so important. We just talked about, again, the 6 games in 9 days. That is not normal at all. That's a tough test for any team, right? So just making sure that, again, if you have players that love to be around each other, they love the game of soccer, and they just love what they're doing, that's what's important. So making sure that this locker room, these girls are ready to go, they're mentally and physically in the right place, that's going to be an extremely important situation. Now we're going to take a look at some of the key injuries for the Mepham Pirates right now. We see now Catherine Aglia. It's a big importance that these Mepham Pirates get a little healthier. We have multiple key players. We talk about Iamo, torn ACL. You never want to see that. One of the only freshmen on the team. Can you talk about the effects of the torn ACL and how it just really hurts you as a player?
The effects of the torn ACL are you have to build your whole offseason coming back, even right after the injury. Right after the surgery, you have to go to physical therapy and start working your way back. But you'll probably also never be at full strength ever again.
Yeah, it's definitely something that is extremely hard. 6 to 9 months, the usual recovery time on a torn ACL. You'll also look at Kathleen as well with the back problems. So now we're going to take a look at the Dalers injury report. You talk about Sarah, one of their main defensive players on this team. She is going to be missed completely. She's out with a concussion. I talked to the coach before the game. She's day by day right now. They're kind of figuring out how it goes, but right now, sadly, not going to be able to participate in today's game. We also see Gianna has some personal reasons that she won't be here, but she is committing to Farmingdale State for soccer. So again, some key players that won't be here available for these Dalers. That's all from Tyler Steinberg and Jared Broxmeyer here in the pregame show. Now let's send down to the booth with Ryan Moore and Jake Mano. But guys, take it away.
Thanks, guys, and thank you to Jared and Tyler. I'm sure that was a great pregame show, and we're just about getting ready for game time right now. I'm Jake Mano. I'm here with Ryan Moore, and I must say, I'm very excited for this one. We have a strong Mepham Pirates team and an equally as strong Farmingdale team. I'm excited, Ryan.
I'm excited too. Today is going to be a good day, hopefully. Today's senior day for Mepham. Even though Mepham only has one senior, Ashley Felsberg, the full celebration still went on, and it's hopefully going to be a good day for Mepham here on the turf. It's Mepham versus Farmingdale. I know most of you guys out there who are watching are aware of the recent tragedies that hit the Farmingdale high school community, and it was really tragic. It really was, and it hit Long Island hard. It hit Long Island in its heart. All the high schools here on Long Island came together and supported them, and from Garden City wearing green as their jerseys for football, the cheerleaders wearing green, and stuff like that happened all over. It really brought Long Island together. But here they are, coming back from this, one of their first-ish back games. They've had a few, and they're hoping to get a wing for Farmingdale, for Daler Strong. But Mepham's looking to get it for senior day, so it's going to hopefully be a good rivalry today.
Well, it's game time now, and there's a lot at stakes here. Mepham trying to make more of a playoff push as Ava West trying to get a fast break here. It's a good stop by the Dalers defense. Low passing around, trying to make a move on her, and it looks like that will be Farmingdale's ball. So that is a great way to get a first possession, a great way to stop that fast break, and that's something that you're going to want to do. You saw it before. Farmingdale, really one of the things that they most wanted to do is get that first goal, get that momentum, and keep it moving throughout the game. So getting that stop, forcing Mepham to get in their heads a little bit is really what they want to do. Here, a little bit passing around, getting past Ashley Felsberg, and that ball is going to be out. A little bit of momentum here at midfield for the Pirates. Almost a great job keeping that in play. That is number 7, Ferraro. That is one of the best defensive players. That's a real heads-up play, and that's something you want to see from the Dalers. Just having that ability to keep your head in the game. Don't stop playing until that whistle is blown, and give yourself some extra possessions or at least extra momentum to stop Mepham from getting that easy momentum and easy goal.
100%, the play never stops. It doesn't matter if the ball goes out of bounds. The play never stops here in soccer. And the minute that both teams get their head around that again and back on track, that's when it starts to pick up. And hopefully we'll see that soon.
Felsberg getting defended. Almost a nice cross. It's going to go a little bit back behind the net. Not able to get that to go. And everyone's sprinting back on defense. This is now their chance to get a possession on offense, or at least a true possession on offense.
Yeah, there's two captains on this team that are on that field through thick and thin. Ashley Felsberg, the one senior on this team, and Addison Chiarello, an absolute stud. She is a junior here at Mepham High School, and she puts everything into this game, and that's the reason why she got captain.
You could say that again, but that's the same thing for all these girls.
100%, yeah.
This is 100% what they live for. This is one of their favorite things. I've talked to many of these girls on the team. This is a true family of a team, and they're all young. They've all grown up, some of them playing together. This is a true once-in-a-lifetime experience, just being able to play with the people that you've grown up and being on the same team for so long. Ava West trying to reach down that ball. That's going to go out. And really, Farmingdale has not been able to get a true possession on offense yet. We're still waiting for that chance. But right now, you got to give some props to the Dalers defense. with pretty much almost a little under 4 minutes of possession time. I mean, not letting up even one shot on goal, I would say, is a true accomplishment, I would say.
100%. This Mepham offense is strong. It's strong. And the Dailers defense is showing that they are going to stop them like a brick wall, and they're doing successful in that so far.
Volpe taking the kick. That's a long kick, and that's almost saved.
A beautiful kick, and it's a goal.
Gabby Saraceni able to get the rebound play. Kick, got a shot when the goalie was out of the box, not able to make the play on it. That's a great heads-up play by the junior, and what a way to start out this game.
Gabby Saraceni, once again, an absolute stud. She plays on and off the field for travel, and she is a great person off the field too. You know, that's always a big part of who a soccer player is, especially for a coach, because it's a big aspect for a coach, who their player is on and off the field, and she's a great one.
I mean, definitely, that's exactly the type of kid a coach wants to be with, someone that's going to put all their energy into the sport and give them 110%, and that's exactly the kind of player that she is. And you can see her here trying to put pressure on the Dailers. No, she's going to make a good move on her. That was Dunn, the captain. She's one of their leaders. That's what she's been described as year after year. Second year as a captain. I mean, that's something you don't see on every team. Her second year being captain, she's been the ins and outs for this team for her second year in a row now. And she's someone that they look to for most of her defensive plays. She's been a lot all over the field today, and you will see her a lot, and we will say her name a lot more coming through.
You know, fun fact about this Mepham team, actually, majority of their team, I want to say 3/4 of their team, all plays together on a Bellmore Thunder team outside of school. And you can really see that chemistry on the field today, you know, especially when you're taking pretty much, you're taking the whole team pretty much from an outside organization and putting it into this Mepham high school team. And it's the chemistry that's been built for years. So that's a great thing to have. I know as a coach, I would love that. And as a player, just to be playing with your friends, man, there's nothing more comfortable than that.
And definitely, as the Dailers are going to get a chance here, Volpe able to stop the possession, able to stop the fast break. And here's our first chance to see someone with the talent as Mel Arcos, as she has been incredible for this team last year and this year.
Ranked top in the county and Long Island, and ranked partially in New York State. One of the best goalies, and ranked among saves. And fun fact, all of her saves in the whole season weren't even all ranked. Like, they weren't even all put into the system. Some games they didn't even put them in. So the fact that she had more saves and some of her saves weren't put in, that says something.
Yeah. Volpe making a good play on it. And we're back to midfield. Saraceni, the goal scorer, almost got the pass through to West. And that's going to be an open shot. A nice move. And the open goal, it was stopped. And there it is. A second one here for Mepham. What a shot. What a heads-up play. And that's exactly what you wanted to see coming out.
And that's Caitlin Tansey right there. And she's only a sophomore. Just think how Caitlin Tansey, number 5, the center back.
Number 5,
you know,
Caitlin Tansey.
As a defender, she scored that. So that says something.
I mean, definitely. She made a great play on the ball, made the defender miss, made the goalie come out of her box, made it really getting that open shot and creating the opportunity for herself. That's exactly what you want to see from a player, being able to get that heads-up play and being able to make that opportunity to where she did that all on her own, and that's something you got to really be proud of for her and give her a pat on the back end when she comes to the sidelines.
100%. She scored it as a defender. She means she came up all the way up the field, and out of all the offenders and midfielders that were up there already, she scored. That says something. And she's only a sophomore. Imagine how they have her for 2 more years.
And definitely. And here's the Dailers' chance to get one of those back. It's a 2-0 game as we speak with about a little under 10 minutes that have been played. The Dailers really need some sort of possession, or at least need some momentum to get in the Pirates' head. And here as they get a shot on Arcos, but that's going to be a pretty
flail
easy
of a
save
shot,
for
yeah.
them.
Definitely not what the Dailers wanted of a shot there. A little ground ball, like a little slow bowling ball.
A little bit
Mel
less of a
Arcos.
shot. That was more of just amazing pressure by the defense.
Yeah.
I mean,
No, yeah, 100%.
able to get that much pressure on her, able to make that kind of shot and give
substitute
Arcos
for
exactly
Mepham.
the kind of save that she wanted.
Number 11, Anna Kaplan. Going on for number 22, Cameron Volper.
Kaplan coming into the game, the 8th grader on the Pirates. I mean, that's a very impressive thing. Going in from middle school, she's maybe one might think she doesn't fit in as much. That's the complete opposite from the cage. These girls treat her as part of the team, as part of the family, and she fits in just well, she says, and she's been incredibly impactful for this team. A little bit of a slow possession here for the Dailers, trying to get past this Mepham offense on the throw-in, not able to. Great defense by that Nicole Lutz, I believe, as a little bit of a possession here. Ava West able to get the header, trying to get that, but that's the captain done. Able to kick it to the goalie, and we have another possession, able to get the fast break. It's a 4-on-3 here. Here to the outside now. Able to get past the defense. That's a clear shot on Mel, but it's a great recovery by the Pirates, and Mel is able to fall on top of that.
She dove over her own players to get on top of that. It's no stop, man. It doesn't matter who gets in her way. She's going for it, and she's going to stop it. It doesn't matter if you're her own teammate. She doesn't care. That's Mel for you.
That was Annalisa Ferraro with the opportunity. But that was great just defense in general by the Pirates. They were able to get back. They were able to get that second chance that they needed and the burst of energy that they were able to capture and give Mel the opportunity to save that and put themselves back in a position to take control of this game again. At midfield, making the midfielder chase a little bit. That's going to be a good pass defended by Mepham. Stopped, and it's going the other way.
And it's going the other way in Mepham's favor. Looks like, if not an offsides call, a foul.
We're going to take it all the way back to about the 10-yard line as Mepham able to regain possession here. A little bit over 10 minutes played now. And what have you seen so far from the Pirates or from the Dailers that really has outcomed the score of this game so far?
Well, let's just talk about that penalty right there. If it wasn't on an offsides, a penalty. Still unsure. I don't even think any of the fans know here. But let's just talk about that quickly. You know, they got it back. They talked about it. But then it's back at the 10. It doesn't matter if they got the repossession of the ball. Putting that ball back in the 10 and then having to get that up, it's not easy, especially when you have a stoppage in play where everyone can get to the spot that they need to be. It's not easy to get that up after that. And then let's talk about the foul that just happened here. The fans were booing. It was, and then finally the refs made a decision, but that's just how it was.
I mean, definitely. This has been a lot of defense, a pretty defensive game so far. But for Mepham, with 10 minutes in and scoring 2 goals, that's a pretty huge, considering some games don't even end with 2 goals scored combined. So Mepham being able to already get some points on the board, it's going to put a lot of pressure on the Dailers. And I think that's exactly one of their keys, that's what they wanted to do.
100%.
Felsberg able to get it to offense, able to get it to West, but that's going to be a good save coming out of the box. That's exactly what you need to see from the goalie, being able to get there, being able to put her body out there and completely be aggressive in a game like this where they're already down by a few goals, but they're trying to get back into it. That's the freshman, Emma Ferraro.
Number 16, Leah Smith.
And the ball went over the fence. Just to be on the safe side, Mel Arcos kicks the ball that they have on the side of the goal.
I mean, yeah, that's just a little bit of a time saver for them. It's a running clock, so you don't want to have it run that long. At any seconds that you can get, that's another possession, another goal scored potentially. So you really don't want to waste time in a game like this.
Good play by Ava West, letting the ball go past.
Another stop.
Some may say not, but that was a great play. She ducked, let the ball go past instead of hitting it, letting it hit her head and deflecting back into a crowded area where she dealt with a one-on-one situation with the goalie, which later a defender from the Farmingdale Dalers came in. I'd much rather have that situation than be put in a mosh pit with a whole bunch of crazies.
I mean, definitely a nice play there by the captain, Dunn. Still, and that's going to be a little trip. I believe that's going to be going the Dalers' way. And here's Caitlin Tansey, one of the goal scorers already for this
Once again,
Pirates
from
team.
defense, just put that in your head here. A football field size play, and she scored from defense.
If we haven't already said, the sophomore has been putting in great work, completely improving this team, adding to the chemistry, and just being an incredible asset that the coaches love to have around already. And we're back to game action. Another play. Mepham still has the ball in their possession and in their favor. Mayo trying to look for someone and still trying to get a play going.
Caitlin Tansey kicks that up the field in a good spot. Can't put that in a better spot. Just took that little swivel bounce on the turf, and can't do anything about that though. She got the luck with the kick, and then the unluck just snapped right away from her.
I mean, definitely. This is a huge game here for the Pirates. I mean, you could see in the conference they're definitely trying to put their name back in playoff contention.
After a rough season last season. But, they're trying to come back like you said. They're just coming off of a non-league loss versus Kellenberg, 3-1. But, like you said, trying to put their name back out there. I mean, you couldn't put it any better. As Addison Chiarello on the field absolutely gets headbutted by Farmingdale Dalers. Not looking good for her. But Addison being Addison, she recovers from that.
I mean, yeah, Mepham's sitting at 3 wins, 2 losses, and 4 ties. So that's a pretty good record to have, especially about mid-season, a little bit more. But that's a great place to be standing. That's putting your name in potential for playoffs. That's exactly where you want to be. As Farmingdale able to get some action here, trying to get over the 20-yard line at least, trying to get a good shot on Arcos. But right now, Mepham's defense has been great, as Smith, I believe, that is still putting some great pressure on the Dalers. To the side, and that's going to be intercepted by Mepham, and a little rough contact there from the Dalers, but they will stay in possession, and that still will be their ball and their chance to put their name back in this game. Throwing here over the head of Mepham. A good pass, but that will be a good recovery. And they're going to call that a handball. Did hit the inside of her arm and of her hand. They will give that Mepham possession. This will be a huge free kick for Bianca. A nice save here. A chance. She's going to punt it away. That's a good 40-yard punt about, and Mepham will still get possession as it's going to be a nice play on defense here. That's going to midfield. Dale's able to recover. That'll be Mepham's ball at about the 40.
You know, you guys are listening to us right now here in this first half, but stay tuned till halftime where junior reporter Jason Maxwell, Jason Maxwell will be interviewing both coaches. However, speaking about the Farmingdale Dalers, number 5, Madison Bazikowitz, has been doing great all game. You know, Jake, like, I mean,
talk about a real game changer. She's a top 100 player in Nassau County, and she's been playing like it all day already, making plays everywhere, especially in a struggling game up to yet. She has been everywhere and putting so much pressure, as this will be a chance here for the Dalers as a good box out and allowing Mel Arcos to get the save. A great defensive heads-up play by Jenna Swank.
There goes kick by Mel Arcos.
Smith here able to get it up, and that'll be a nice play by the Dalers, Ferraro. At midfield here, trying to get some possession, trying to get something going here, as that will stay in actually. And, well, not anymore, as that will be able to stop the momentum, and Mepham was able to get set again. And we now have a true possession again for the Dalers. They have to get something happen. They haven't had a quality shot on goal yet, and that's partly because of the defense. But this is really where you want to try to get some pressure going into halfway through the first half. This is somewhere where you really need a good possession, as that's a nice fast break here. Smith taking the ball up the court. She's going to find Bianca Mayo. The pass a little bit in front of her, and she is not able to get to her, as that will roll out of the back. Emma Ferraro here, able to take the kick. She's been doing a lot on defense today. She's been a great source of momentum in a great way that has been able to stop the Mepham and stop, I would say, at least 2 goals just by herself. She's been incredible and everywhere on the field today.
Yeah, you can say that again.
And that's a good play here. We're going to have a nice chance here as they're going to get out of that throw-in. A nice play here by Smith, a little bit of contact as she's going to outrun her on the sidelines, and that is a great play by the Dalers. Nicole Lutz taking the shot, and that is an easy save by Ferraro.
You know, you say easy from here, but you know, it's not easy. The spins that the ball takes off the turf, and even if it's a simple shot right at you, you know, everyone thinks it's easy, but from a goalie's perspective, it is not. Not only do you have the pressure of all the fans looking at you, but you have the pressure of your team, and that's the biggest pressure you can possibly have when you have those 12 girls on the sideline while 11 are you of playing. It's huge. And then adding on to that, it's not easy because that ball, once again, takes so many turns on that turf. But, you know, continuing back to play here as we have 18 minutes and 30 seconds left of this first half.
A little bit of pressure here from the offense. Janice Schwank backing up, trying to get a play on it as the header here from 2 Dalers, and that will be kicked away, giving a chance for Mepham to have a fast break, and a nice play by the captain, Dunn, able to get it out of there, as Lutz now able to get it past the defense, going down the sidelines. She's going to make a move on her defender, get past her, and go back to the middle of the field, where there will be a teammate waiting, and now to the right side, that's going to be They're going to call that offside. A little bit of frustration here from the crowd, actually. And I think that
a lot here. A lot of calls here in this game have been going in Mepham's favor. So, I mean, I could understand the frustration, but I don't know about that one. I think it was offsides.
a lot of contact there. That one will be called.
Yellow card.
There goes the yellow card here.
Oh, no. A yellow has been raised.
A substitute for Mepham, number 13, Gabrielle Saracini.
Kick here from the captain, Don here. Has a chance to really put this back in, give her team a little bit of a good possession, a little bit of hope in this game. As they're down 2-0, there's still an entire second half to go, and a little bit under half in this first half.
Yeah, Leah Smith just exited off the field, and Bianca Mayo, as Gabby Saracini goes back on, and so does Gabby Caminetti. Speaking of Gabby Saracini, Gabby scored the first goal of this game. So, putting her back on is a smart decision, in my opinion.
I mean, definitely. They say
she's got the good luck. Continue with the good luck.
They say feed the hot hand, and that is exactly what they're doing. As trying to get it up the court, though, that will be a good save by Ferraro. And another possession stopped short by the goalie from the Dailers. That's a great possession and a great way to get back into this game. As another play by Jenna Schrank, being everywhere on defense so far. That's exactly what you want to see from the junior. Really being that spark of energy and playing a fantastic game so far.
Yeah, you can say that again. But like we were saying, if you have as a coach, if you got the touches and you got the luck and you got the skills today, man, you're playing them. I'm playing them at least. I can't speak on behalf of other coaches, but I know I'm going to be playing my kids.
I mean, definitely, as that's exactly what you want to do. I said it once, I'll say it again. You got to feed the hot hands in games like these, especially conference games like these. I mean, you got to go with what's working. You have to play the people that you're most confident in, and you got to give everyone a chance to shine. As a lot of contact there, that's not going to be called. A second one, and that one will finally be Mepham's possession after a bunch of contact near that right sideline.
Fans get rowdy as Cameron Volpe goes back in to her defensive position as she enters the side of the sideline at midfield, preparing to go in and be subbed in.
A nice kick there, Saracini on it, but guarded by the captain, and two headers in a row. Mepham able to regain possession. That's going to be a kick to the middle. Lutz there as straight at Farmingdale as another one here, and a lot of nice conservative defense by Mepham. They really have a goal everywhere, it seems, as Dawn going to try to kick it out, and she's going to not kick it out. She's actually going to get a possession and a nice stop here for her team. I mean, that's one of the college athletes that is yet to commit, but she's looking to explore her options. She's looking to play in college. So that's exactly the type of girl that you want to have on your team, someone as committed as her and someone as talented.
And, just on an education standpoint, Coach was saying before she wants to go for sports marketing and stuff like that, and a whole bunch of different sports majors and stuff like that. Definitely, if you have this the athletic mind, and you go out for that stuff, man, good for her. She's got the talent, she's got the skills, she got the mentality, and she's going to thrive in this game like she has been doing.
A nice kick here, and a great save by Arcos. Another one. What a play by Arcos, and she's going to get out, give her a chance to regroup, but a double save What
That's
a
what I
play
call
by the
Superman.
goalie.
That's what I call Superman. Jumped up in the sky, did a little double jump there. Got up there to block it.
Not only did she get up there, she had an incredible play on the ball.
Someone was right there.
And on the rebound, able to block it again. A little push that's going to be called by the captain, getting a little bit feisty out there. That one's finally going to be called, giving Mepham a chance to regroup, get their positioning, and get their possession.
Now call in the Dalers' favor.
As substitutes for Mepham, number 21.
Ava West and
number
Cameron
22,
Volpe
Cameron
coming into the
Volpe.
game. One of their starting defenders and offenders, respectively. I mean, that's exactly what you want to see. Having their starting pretty much 11
Number
coming into this
17,
game right now,
Gabrielle,
trying to get a last
18.
second push before while this clock winds down.
And number 18, Jenna Swank.
As the ball enters the other side. Not Mepham's goal, but, I mean, it is Mepham's goal. I mean, not the Dalers' goal to have that back on there.
I mean, definitely, even if they don't regain possession, having that ball so deep into the Dalers' territory, that's exactly what you want to see. And here we go.
Mel Arcos, the goalkeeper of Mepham for the past 2 years, outranked a senior last year for the play, who's been was the goalkeeper before that for a year. And as a sophomore, she had 64 saves, and she's already got, 64 saves just this season alone so far, and so much saves last season.
She had 100 last season on the dot. As we are back to game action, Captain Ashley
And
Felsberg
some were not counted, once again.
on Ashley Felsberg Day. Get the shot to go and
On
off the
goalpost. Oh, it's in!
Ava West, that is.
Ava West, the best they call her, and she scores.
Might have just came up with a new nickname for her. But
I know,
off
it's
the,
actually what we call her there.
off the rebound, Ava
Or
West
not.
from the middle of the
Number
field
21,
on Ashley Felsberg Day.
West.
Ava West, the best.
You're going to keep saying it, aren't you?
I am, because that's what we call her, man. In math and I think Spanish.
We're going to have to check that one, but
Yeah, you can fact check it later.
it's a great nickname. As
I'm
we're
telling you
back
right now, Ava West, the best.
And we are back again to game action here at midfield. Farmingdale a little bit down in this game, but they're not out of it. We have an entire second half to play, so able to,
Karen Matthews
especially being
puts
able
that
to,
ball in a good spot.
trying to get one goal back in this. That is all they need. Momentum is the most important thing in sports, I do believe. One goal can change the course of this game, and I truly believe that. Farmingdale is not out as they're able to get a nice little fast break here as Mepham still applying pressure, but the Dalers able to get out of it. Back to midfield, Nicole Lutz trying to make a possession out of it, trying to get a
Actually,
move on her.
Felsberg clapping for the ball. Mepham can't get it to her, though. However, on a side note, this is our second BMB game of the week of the year. Sadly, the first one of the year, which was boys soccer, got canceled, but it is happening tomorrow, so please tune in. And on a secondary note, our third supposed to game of the week, Mepham Homecoming, can't get any better than that, was canceled due to rain. The game, however, went on, and they sadly lost to New Hyde Park. But once again, homecoming's homecoming, and it's always fun. But, you know, Mepham Pirates coming back, hopefully, succeed later in the season, coming off of a rough start here. But back to Mepham Soccer here.
I mean, we got about at their own 40, so able to get a little bit of possession, able to put some pressure on the Mepham defense, and honestly, that's where they've strived. Anytime that the Dalers get a good shot, it's either Mel Arcos, Jenna Swain, Cameron Volpe. All of those girls are able to step up and really put a pressure on the Dalers team. And that's been the difference maker. Having those girls be able to step up when it matters most and being able to make those plays that really is a tough play to make. That's exactly what you want to see. I mean, Mel Arcos saving an entire goal that maybe if that wasn't saved, it wouldn't be 3-0 and it would be 2-1 right now.
100%. as Ashley Felsberg goes in,
Substitution for Mepham.
trying to get the
Number
ball, but
15,
does
Maria
not succeed.
A lot of contact coming early
But number
as
19,
Felsberg able to get past the defense on a fast break at the corner. She's going to try to make a move on the Dailers captain as captain on captain battle. A nice spin move by Felsberg, but a good recovery by Dunn as she's able to get the stop on to Ashley Felsberg Day.
Ashley Felsberg Day. Oh, what a day.
That's what the girls have nicknamed it. You can see it everywhere for them as a nice play there, able to get the stop and stop this Dailers fast break.
Going back to Ashley Felsberg Day, though, I mean, she deserves it, man. Been on this team for a while, you know, and she's been a leader on this team for the past 2 years, captain for the past 2 years, became a captain as a junior, and she's been a leader on this team, and frankly,
Let's talk about Ava West, an incredible offensive player, someone that they look to for a lot of their source of offense, as she already has a goal off the Ashley Felsberg rebound that got
a little
it
bit of
3-0.
speaking errors going on over here. No, for me and Jake, you know, it's gonna be okay. We got this. We need
Nice
speech
throwing.
lessons.
A throw in here all the way back at the 20. Mepham still trying to make it 4-0 with 7 minutes left in this half. I mean, able to go into the half, that's what you're going to really want to talk about in the huddle. Just being able to really, you know, take control of this game and put so much pressure going into halftime for the Dailers. Just being up by a substantial amount for the game of soccer, that's exactly what you wanted, and that's exactly what Mepham came out here hoping to do.
100%. I mean, coming out here every day, every sport, Mepham and the teams in Long Island come out to do that. I mean, if you have the chance to be up by 14, especially in a sport like soccer, get me up 14. I mean, I'll take it.
Megan Dunn having a little bit shot with her coach. I mean, you could tell both the coach and the captain are really trying to get back into this game. Really, you could see they're playing a lot more aggressive. That's a nice move by the Dailers defender as she's able to get out of that jam. As the captain here playing a little bit more aggressive, trying to get the ball up to Mepham's side of the field. As number 4, Bretsky, able to make a play on it as we're back to midfield and we're back to Mepham's possession. Another nice play by the captain. She is absolutely everywhere for the field right now.
She just went down a few minutes ago and got back up in the span of 3.5 seconds. What an absolute hero. Ashley Felsberg, you are something else.
Another throw in at the 20. It seems to be the story of Mepham's offense for the past few possessions. They really have to capitalize on these opportunities. That's going to be another throw in here off the touch of Ashley Felsberg. Now, Cameron Volpe here to do the throw in, coming all the way from defense. They're trying to get a play going, forming a little bit of a line close to the goalie. And I stand corrected, that's a free kick, which might explain the line. But
Caitlin Tansey's going to take it. A little chip.
play here, the defender going to get the ball as Saraceni chasing after and making a nice play. She's got a one-on-one with the captain as Dunn able to get the ball and able to stop this possession for Mepham as she will get it past Saraceni and come back to get this ball. She is everywhere making the Pirates work for this possession, and that is an incredible just hustle play from her. That's exactly what the coaches want to see. A huge kick already, and we got a 3-on-3 here, but Mepham able to get back. A nice pass towards the left sideline, a nice cross here, and Mel able to be there for her third touch of the game, actually. Looking for the open girl here. Mel trying to get some sort of play going as she's going to kick this one away. A near 50-yard punt for her, as that's going to get her team a little bit of chances and put the ball back in Daler's territory. As I say that, they get another defensive stop as going down the right sideline. That's going to be a one-on-one and not able to get there, as a good play by the Mepham midfielder is going to be a chance for Mepham to take possession and maybe even score one more in this last 3 minutes. Who knows?
Like you said, who knows? 4 minutes left. As we're in this first half, Aston Terrell throws the ball down the field. Good throw, and Taylor's recover it, but it's kicked out of bounds again. But like you said, if Mepham continues to be strong, like they've showed that they can be, they're going to succeed in this game, and they have been, and they are succeeding in this game as they are up 3 over the Farmingdale Dalers.
Yeah, you could hear the substitution. Sophia Valadares, another junior, BMB's own, coming into the game for Ava West, the goal scorer. Ashley Felsberg making a nice play to keep it in bounds as Emma Ferraro able to make the stop. And this is back to Ashley Felsberg making a nice aggressive defensive play. And it's been a very back and forth defensive game. It's been one possession after another. And from the last 20 minutes of this half, there really hasn't been one team that's able to have most of the possession. Obviously, in the first time, you would say it's Mepham, but in the Dalers, and a large part of that is Emma Ferraro being able to make those plays. This is her second year. This is her second year on the team, and she is just a freshman now. Has 46 saves on the year already, and what a start to the season this has been for her. And she's been showing out this game, as you will see another save for her. As I say, that is 49, maybe 50 on the year already.
Yeah, 49 saves. I mean, not as much as Mel Arcos, however, but a freshman. I've been watching this game, and I have a press pack right in front of me. And if I was to look at her, I would not expect her to be a freshman. She's playing so well and really mastering this game right now.
I mean, definitely, she's definitely been one of the takeover players for this Dalers team. Incredibly one of the X factors, and that's just been exactly what the coaches wanted from her. She's been incredible, being everywhere on the field, making saves, giving them possessions, having very, very long kicks that put the pressure on Mepham, and that's exactly the key word of this game: pressure. First it was Mepham, now it's Farmingdale, as they're able to stay in Mepham territory and get a nice shot and just have an entire maybe even, I would say 15 minutes of possession that entirely came from the last 20 minutes. So after those first 1 or 2 goals, they've really been able to shape things up, and they've been playing a pretty polished game.
Yeah, 100%. And, we're 53 seconds away from going into this first, at the end of the first half, into halftime, where you stay tuned, please, and you can see Jason Maxwell, the junior BMB reporter, interview both coaches here at halftime about how they thought their teams performed here in this first half.
I mean, yeah, a nice play by the captain. We've been saying it every single time. And across here, the pass here defended by Mepham. What a play, as this will be a corner kick with the last 18 seconds winding down. A chance at a cross here. The kick is up and defended by Mepham. That ball is still up in the air, and with 7 seconds left, it does not look like the Dalers are going to get an opportunity, as we are going into halftime. Mepham 3, Farmingdale 0. What a first half it has been for Mepham, and the Dalers have been a little bit struggling, but they have had a lot of positive outlooks that you have to go back into huddle looking at. I mean, they've been putting on pressure on Mepham, and you got to look at the last 20 minutes, because that's where they've really been able to just play their best soccer.
Yeah,
I mean,
first 3 goals, like you said, they had their high and lows, and their first 3 goals were let up in the first 20 minutes. So the last 20 minutes were good baseball, good soccer.
And we're going to send it down to Jake Maxwell with the Mepham coach. Let's see what she has to say.
Hi, I'm Jake Maxwell. I'm here with Coach Basilia. Coach, you guys dominated the first half. What was the keys to the first half?
I think they're just working for each other. They're connecting passes, looking to play out wide, getting crosses in, and just their energy level is really great.
That's great, Coach. What's your message to the girls at halftime?
I think we just need to be more patient. The pace of the ball going through, we're making the right decisions going forward, but I think the pace of the ball sometimes is a little too much. If we slow it down a tiny bit, we'll be better off.
Good luck to you guys in the second half. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much.
Now back to you guys in the studio. All right, we went off.
Yeah, and see, that's the other thing that I like.
All I know is that I popped off.
You did good
We
job.
haven't really seen that
All right.
today. They are missing some key players on the back end today. but
No.
What do they have to do now going into the second half to make sure that
That's my
defense
word.
stays strong?
Well, they just got to do a better job of locking Mepham up, move the ball up the field, just try and get some action down there in Mepham's end.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, Mepham is an extremely fast team, and we saw a result of that today. Again, I said earlier, some key pieces missing here for these Dalers team. It's going to be very interesting to see how they get back into this game. If you are the head coach for the Dalers, what adjustments are you making on the offensive side of the ball?
Well, they got to get the ball moving. I feel like, then again, coach needs to tell them just, stay calm, play your game. You got to be in that right mindset in order to score goals and win games.
I agree with you there. The Pirates, again, we talked about the 3 keys of the game earlier, and we mentioned that one of them was play with effort. That is a huge thing for not just the game of soccer, but all of them. So it's really important, and right now these Mepham Pirates are doing that.
Yeah, that's right, Tyler. They really have been going all out today on Ashley Felsberg Day. Not many seniors to show for, but the young guns are stepping up.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting. And not every day that you see a one senior situation on any team. How do you think that plays a factor when it comes to the leadership side of things?
Well, then again, you also do have Addison Chiarello, the junior, who's also captain and a great leader on this Mepham team. It definitely does play a factor because you don't have as much experience, but then again, sometimes that's the best.
Yeah, again, I think it's very interesting. And Chiarello has done a great job stepping into that role of captain. That's not something that doesn't weigh a lot in a locker room, right? It's something that's extremely important. But again, Ashley Felsberg, we call it Ashley Felsberg Day due to the senior day. It's something that's very interesting. How do you think she has done, not only just as a leader, but also as just a key piece to this Mepham offense?
Well, yeah, I feel like she's been doing a great job getting in there, starting those offensive chances for Mepham, and she's really done a great job at getting things, keeping this team relaxed and focused in on the game.
Yeah, and I think one of the hardest things as well, you look at it, motivation. I mean, this team is very young. They have a lot of underclassmen and juniors, right? So with a team with one senior, it's kind of hard to make them stay on the right page, right? Stay motivated, get ready to go for every game. But when it comes to having all those underclassmen, that means that you have all these players, right, that just keep playing with each other on the same team every single year. And now the fact that all these players are on varsity, how does that help from a chemistry standpoint?
Well, yeah, definitely the chemistry does lack a little bit, but because they did play on JV together, it isn't like, it's there. They've played together before, they know each other, they know how they play, and it really does help this team stay together.
Yeah, again, I think it's very interesting because you don't really see that all the time, but I think by the time they get to next year comes in, and I know we're still in the middle of this season, right? They're dead in the middle of the playoff race right now. They're trying to take some of those 4 ties and turn those into wins, but you look at next year as well, right? This team is going to be extremely good when it comes to next year because you have, again, all these players that are playing on the same team over and over and over and over again. And so you're going to see that chemistry start to build significantly for these Mepham Pirates.
Yeah, that's right. I think half this team is juniors. All those girls are going to be seniors next year and come back stronger and better than ever. And with this year being able to play together, even not as seniors, it would build up that chemistry and make them even better next year.
Yeah, perfect. When we look at the Daler side of things, they have 10 seniors. That's a lot of seniors to have on a team. That's at least a majority of those seniors, significant roles on this team. When you look at a next year's standpoint, what do these Dalers have to do just to make sure that they stay ready for next year? Because a lot of their juniors aren't playing. They do have some young 9th graders on this team that are playing major roles, but besides that, you're going to need a lot of players that right now are on the bench that are going to need to step up.
Yeah, that's right. Maybe later into the season, let some of those young girls play. See what they can bring to the table in order to replace those seniors that they will be lacking next year.
Perfect. I agree with you there. And I think one of the things that are very interesting as well with 10 seniors, right? It's great from a leadership standpoint, but at the same time, you need to make sure that you're still able to stay ready, stay, kind of in a position where you still have the mindset of let's win games right now, let's focus on right now here in the present. How do you think that the other teams have done a good job of just making sure they live in the moment?
Yeah, they've really done a great job at living in the moment. They've been trying to keep themselves in this game, and I think they can do a better job of that in the second half. Speaking of the second half, let's send it down to the sportscasters who are going to take it away.
Hello, we're back here for the second half of Mepham Soccer, and before we start, we're going to toss it down to Jake Maxwell.
With Coach Gordstein. Coach, what is your strategy going into the second half?
Well, clearly in the first half, we've been very disappointed. What's happening is we're not getting to the ball first. We estimated 55 to 15 in terms of them getting to the 50-50 balls to us, which is, quite honestly, it can't happen. There's no way you can win a game if you don't have possession of the ball. When we have possession, we move the ball very nicely. We pride ourselves on that. We make the triangles on the field. But if we don't have the ball, we can't do that. If we don't have the ball, we can't take shots. If we can't take shots, you know what happens.
And Coach, what was your message to the girls at halftime?
Well, that was the message. The message is we are getting outplayed. We are getting outbeat to the ball, and it has to change. If that changes, we'll change the outcome in this game.
All right, thank you for your time, Coach. Good luck with the rest of the game.
Thank you.
Now back to you in the booth.
Thank you, Coach. And as we get started here with kickoff, the Dalers are going to start with the ball here. And here we go. We are starting off with the Dalers in Daler territory, passing the ball around. And they're starting to make their way past midfield, with Ava West pushing up on them in Daler territory. The defense is still trying to get past this Mepham defense. Pass up to Leah Smith, and she's going to give a good pass to Ashley Felsberg down the right side of the field. Ashley Felsberg looking for room, trying to make a move past the Farmingdale defender, and she's going to carry it out of bounds near the goalkeeper.
And Mepham's putting on some real great pressure right out of half.
Yes, there is. The goalkeeper now makes a huge kick towards the left side of the field, but it's going to be a header. As Farmingdale is trying to make their way, it's interrupted by Gabby Saracini. Now Dalers making the way, but it's going to be passed to the left side to Addison Chiarello, a junior captain of this team.
And there's a throw-in by the Dalers to number 8. Up and kick forward. Mepham putting on some pressure.
All right, thank you, and I'm now Tyler Steinberg on the mic. Thank you again, and hello, I'm Tyler Steinberg in the booth alongside Jared Broxmeyer. We have a big game here today. The Pirates up 3-0, and Jared, I have to ask, how have the Pirates done so far in the first half?
The Pirates have been very aggressive, and it's been working very well for them. They have not been allowing much pressure by the Dalers, and they're putting on a lot of pressure on their defense. On the other hand, the Dalers D has been playing very good. It's just a few slip-ups.
I agree with you there, and again, we talked about it earlier. The Steelers team, a really big defensive team, so it's going to be interesting to see what adjustments on offense they make. So the ball now, Mel's going to come and just clean up the little garbage in front of the net there. Going to take her time. No need to rush here, up 3-0. I know we just started here in the second half, but again, no rush whatsoever. Just want to make sure that you play your game.
because all it takes is one move and it could switch how the game's going.
I agree with you there. Jared is now the Dalers going up the other way with the ball. 50-50 ball, nice job one, and now the Pirates get retained possession. Now going back to the Dalers. The ball roughly around the 40-yard line of Mepham. The Dalers trying to get some attack going, but not going to be able to get it there. The ball goes out of bounds.
That was some good pressure by the Mepham defenders, forcing it and forcing the Dalers to have no options and end up putting it out of bounds.
I agree with you there. So now the Dalers trying to get an opportunity. Nice play there defensively, but again, it's going to stay the Pirates' way. So the ball now 50-50. Pirates now Volpe moving up with it. And Volpe not going to be able to do anything. That's going to be now a free kick. Sends it all to the 40. Mepham now has possession. Mepham moving up with the ball and opportunity here. As you're going to see, they're going to call offsides on Volpe. So, again, the right play getting a little aggressive there, but not being able to capitalize on it.
Offsides is when, like, the player is way too far in front of the defender and the ball is not there yet, and it results in the other team getting the ball.
Yeah, I agree with you there. It's something that's very interesting. Offsides is very different in the sport of soccer compared to some other things that you see. So definitely an interesting situation. We'll keep an eye on that as we go throughout this game. So the Pirates now trying to make sure that they don't allow anything defensively here as the Dalers now retain possession. Again, you're going to see this Farmingdale team start to step up a little bit. They have two outside backs that like to go play both a little bit of offense and defense. Expect them to move up a little bit. And conditioning as well, a big factor. 6 games in 9 days. That's not anything that you see from any normal team, so conditioning as well is going to be a big factor for these Farmingdale Dalers.
Up and here's a replay of some good pressure put by Mepham, forcing it out of bounds, but they couldn't, unfortunately, retain possession.
Yeah, no, I agree with you there. Definitely frustrating. You see this Farmingdale team, they know that they have to step up offensively. They know that that's, again, a key point to this attack. This team, a very defensive team, but now down 3-0, you're going to have to see them come out of their comfort zone a little bit.
Their defenders might end up having to step up and score.
So Mepham now, this defense, trying to make sure that they stay on point. No simple mistakes, no errors. Just make sure that you play your game. Keep the ball in front of you at all times. Make sure you know where your man is. If you want to switch to any sort of zone concept, just make sure that you stay home.
And just take your time with the ball. You don't need to rush it with a 3-goal lead. I
agree with you there. So Caminetti's going to watch the ball go out of bounds as we wait for the ref signal. It's going to be Pirates ball. It's going to be a toss-in. Tossing the ball in for the Pirates. And now you see here a 50-50 ball. Nice play there by Caminetti. She kicks it to the middle in the slot. A 1-on-1. Nice save there. No goal for Mepham. Ball still loose.
The goalie just got down there in the perfect position to make a perfect save. For that shot, you needed the perfect save.
Yeah, I agree with you there. It was definitely a nice play, a 1-on-1 between Caminetti and Ferraro, but Emma doing a good job stepping up, stopping it, putting her right leg out, and doing a good job of making sure that this lead does not grow more than 3.
That's what the goalie job is, to put your body on the line, no matter what. Do everything you can to make the save.
I agree with you there. Goaltender, one of the most important positions on the team. Your team cannot be having a good day, but if you have a good goaltender just like that, you are still in the game. So again, a key position in the sport of soccer now, as Mepham's going to have a toss in from the corner. It's going to go straight to the Dalers. Ball's loose. Again, this Mepham Pirates offense, they do not need goals at this point. Make sure that you just keep the ball on the other side, give your defender some time to rest a little bit, and again, just keep your foot on the gas.
Yep, you can't take your foot off the gas at all, because all it is one play, and it could completely change the momentum of the game and how it's going, no matter what your lead is.
I agree with you there as we wait for the signal by the ref. Jared, I have to ask you again, we've talked about it multiple times. These Dalers are an elite defensive team. So far, it hasn't went their way today. They have a lot of key players missing on the back end. What do you think they have to do defensively to just make sure that they keep this lead at 3 and eventually, hopefully, able to come back?
I think for the Dalers, the defenders might have having to pinch up, and they're just going to need to take, no matter whether or not it's the perfect shot, no matter how, if you just keep firing the ball at the goalie, eventually one's going to fall, and then you'll get confidence and then go from 1 to maybe 2 and then tie it up.
I agree with you there. Again, I love how you said that one eventually will fall. We see that. Multiple opportunities for the Dalers. They just haven't been able to get that one that they're looking for, and eventually if they are able to find that one goal, everything else might fall. So we see now it's going to be Pirates ball. The toss in. And a physical play there. The ref's going to call it. It was definitely an interesting toss. But right there again, these Dalers, definitely a little bit of frustration starting the show. But Luongo, a nice play defensively, just a little too physical.
Up and there you see Captain Ashley Felsberg, the only senior. And today is actually senior night, and she has been looking very good, putting on pressure and just boosting everybody and making everybody play in honor of Ashley Felsberg.
I agree with you there. Is right. If you missed it, we had a good play defensively there by the Dalers, just trying to get the ball out of their own zone here as the defense does a nice job. And I loved how you said senior day. We're really calling it Ashley Felsberg Day, right? She's the only senior on this team. Definitely something that you don't see too often, but this team cherishes her. She's a very important piece for this team now with 4 points on the season. So just keep an eye out for her. She's a key piece to this team and the success.
With only having one senior, that just shows how much leadership she has, that they trust her to be the one senior. And it also shows that normally most teams have a lot of seniors graduate and they have to readjust their team a lot. But for Mepham, they have a lot of underclassmen, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th graders, who they can just rely on and just keep basically the same game plan throughout all the years.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Felsberg and Chiarello have done a great job being two of those main captains for this team, two of the best players on the team as well, and they're key pieces to this Pirates' success, especially if they want to go far in the playoffs. So we see now the Dalers. You can tell the frustration starting to build a little bit. The first half didn't go exactly how they planned, and they're starting to get a little physical as the free kick comes in. Trying to find someone there as the ball is going to be up and over the net. So again, you like the Pirates' mindset, right? Stay aggressive. Yes, you want to make sure that you don't make any dumb mistakes, bad errors, but as long as you keep the ball on the other side, nothing bad's going to happen, right? Just continue to play good offense and try to get some shots on net.
I completely agree. Your goal right now, up 3 with 29 minutes left, is to just keep the ball away from your own goal as possible. Even with Melorco's net, no matter how many, if the Dalers just get a ton of shots, eventually one might go through.
I agree with you there. Again, we stress the importance of making sure that you don't take it too easy despite being up. These Pirates have to abide by that rule. I see now the Dalers struggling to get any offense going here, but we'll see if any adjustments are made. Dalers starting to move it up past the 50-yard line now, but intercepted now. This Pirates defense doing a good job. Felsberg in a one-on-one ball. Felsberg wins it. Moving up past the 40-yard line now. Trying to find Saraceni. It's a race to the ball. As the Dalers going to be able to win it, but it's in the corner now. It's going to be kicked out of bounds there. I believe it's going to be Mepham ball. Yes, it will be. So again, nice speed shown off there by Saraceni, fighting the one-on-one ball, and it goes into the corner.
It's great pressure put on by Saraceni. Even though she did end up winning the ball, that's great pressure, so they get some more zone time in the Dalers' side of the field.
I agree with you there, Jared. As we see now the toss in. Mepham retains possession. Nice play by Caminetti. Now it's going to be tossed to the slot. Good job, kick on net. Good save by Ferraro. So a nice job stepping up the 9th grader, making the save there. Ball's going to be a nice toss there, bouncing on the 40-yard line. Cut off by this Mepham defense, but again, 3 white jerseys to 1 maroon. Definitely a tough test for any defender.
It's pretty amazing how Ferraro is only a freshman with how good she's played this season. She's been a huge bright spot of that Dalers team.
Yeah, I agree with you there. It's definitely interesting. You don't see a lot of players that have the potential to be 5-year varsity players, but Ferraro, one of those key pieces, not only just now, but also in the future for these Farmingdale team. So we see now the Dalers playing at their own pace right now. They know that they have a big hole to find a way to just get back into this game, down 3-0.
if you're the Dalers, all you need is one.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Once
That's
you get
all
one,
you have to think in your head.
Yeah.
All you need is one.
I agree. Confidence starts to go up now as Felsberg. 3 white jerseys in between Felsberg. She can't make the play there. Good defense by Farmingdale. And now it's going to go the other way. We haven't seen much of Mel Arcos in this second half as Farmingdale struggling to get anything going here. But finally, they're starting to play with some speed. Farmingdale bringing it up the other way now. On the wing, we have a one-on-one battle. Pirates are going to win it. Good defense there. As again, now Farmingdale able to get it back, and we see Mel will pick up the ball.
A good save by Mel, even though it might only be one of her few saves. She's really playing a good game today.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Mel Arcos, the junior, she has had a great season so far this year. 64 saves and counting, of course, with today. But again, she has been really good this year. She's a vocal leader, and again, there of course is always room for improvement, but this season she's really stepped up into that role of starting goaltender.
And to go with that, she's even made a few spectacular saves, like that one possession down at the other end.
Yeah, as we take a look at the replay, it was a nice free kick there and a good
And
save.
there's that possession that she made 2 fantastic saves about.
So as we see now, we wait for the ref's call. That's going to be a free kick. Waited, going to be around the end zone. Mel's going to get hands on it and a nice save there. Just trying to keep it simple, right? Make the easy saves. Make sure you don't make any dumb mistakes. Give Farmingdale any life to get back into this game.
You can't try and get too fancy with your footwork or passing. Just make the easy ones and just try and run out the clock.
I agree with you there. As now Farmingdale starting to move the ball up again. Nice quick pass there. And now the Pirates, nice job playing good defense. One-on-one now. Good play there by Farmingdale. Anastasia. As they move it up now. Wilson trying to find something. Finds an open defender on the attacker on the wing. See now in the corner, 50-50 ball. It's going to be a shot on net. And off the post. Mel Arcos very aggressive, but not able to make the save as that one then goes off the goal post. No good in football terms, but again, you saw a very interesting play there. Mel got very aggressive. The ball goes right off the post. Not every day that you see that, but again, nice job by Mel being aggressive. Even though she didn't get her hands on it, it was a good save, and this game is still 3-0.
She did end up squaring off the shooter just enough so she couldn't get good enough angles. So great play being aggressive by Mel.
Yeah, and I love how you said the word angles, right? Goaltenders want to make sure that they give as little of the net as possible to the person trying to score on them. So Mel, textbook job there, playing aggressive when she needed to, and again, keeps this Mepham lead at 3. So we see now the ball in the corner as we wait the ref's decision. It's going to be Farmingdale ball. The toss in. Farmingdale trying to get something going now. They finally have that little bit of a spark, realizing that their offense is starting to get going. Some fast passes. They're playing fast. They just need to start to capitalize a little bit more. As the shot's going to be off the net, wide left.
Good pressure again by the Pirates, forcing the shot wide. They've really had great pressure coming right out of half.
Yeah, Bianca Ferraro, one of the key pieces to this team, right? She basically plays everywhere. She's very versatile. They like to put her back on defense. Right now, she's playing in that middle field area because, again, they know that this team needs a little bit more offense. She has actually a sister on the team as well. There's 3 people named with a last name Ferraro, but only one of them is her sister. But, again, she's a key piece to this team, and we need to look for her in the second half if these Dalers want any shot of getting back into the game. So now the Dalers not able to capitalize on that pass. As Mepham just trying to play keep away right now. You know the clock is your friend. You just want to waste as much time as you can. Don't give Farmingdale any chances to get back in this game.
You cannot take your foot off the pedal here.
I agree. As you see Mel puts the ball down. Again, great game so far today. Done a good job cutting off a lot of these angles, not giving Farmingdale any chance. As the Pirates now moving up the ball. A nice try there by Smith, just trying to advance the ball, just not able to get anything. Good play defensively by these Dalers.
That's just great defense by the Dalers. Smith did all she could, but the Dalers' D was better right there on that play.
So Stasia, nice toss in, and now these Pirates retain possession, but you're going to see some speed shown off there by Farmingdale, so a good job. But again, Farmingdale trying to find something to help them get back into this game. As of late, you've seen they've played with a little more effort, a little more fire, but again, they just need to find a way to capitalize as we talk about midweek update. Jared, talk a little bit about it.
In fact, tomorrow morning is the season premiere of Midweek Update, which with the new season brings you the new stories, faces, and more. So make sure to not miss it only on the BMB YouTube channel.
Yeah, I agree with you, Jared. One of my favorite shows here that BMB has to offer. Definitely an important show. Tells you a lot of the stories in and around the Mepham and Bellmore-Merrick community. So I recommend you highly tune in to that show. As we get back to game action now, Smith tries to get something downfield but kicks it out of bounds. Daler's ball. So Farmingdale now stage a nice toss in. A one-on-one. We saw a little bit of a shove there. The ref's going to call it. So we see now again this Farmingdale team starting to try to see what they can get away with.
They're trying to get very aggressive, and on that
Yeah,
foul right there, they just got a bit too aggressive.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I like the mindset, right? Again, you got to get something going. You got to find a spark. But Madison there, just a little too handsy, use her hips, and the ref ends up blowing it down.
You got to be aggressive, but not too aggressive to pick up a ton of fouls.
I agree with you there. As we see now, Madison, a nice play, kicks it up. Ball at the 40-yard line now. Farmingdale trying to find something. Good defensive play there by the Pirates. Pirates advancing the ball. I see now it kicks it up. You have multiple Pirates there. You had at least two Pirates there that would have had an opportunity on a fast break, but not able to capitalize. The ball goes out of bounds.
But she just overshot those two players. She just put a little too much air on that kick. Otherwise, that might have been a 2-on-1.
I agree with you there. As now we're going to see what Farmingdale has to offer. Again, they need some sort of spark. They've had a few opportunities here, but again, the scoreboard says 0, and that's, of course, not what the Dalers want. There's a nice defensive play there for Farmingdale. They have an opportunity now to push this ball up, advance it a little bit more, but it's going to be out of bounds. So, again, you like the play there by Bianca Ferraro, trying to keep that ball in bounds. Some nice speed shown, uses her legs in the right direction. Just, again, a little unlucky with the bounds.
And that's
it goes
a good
Mepham way.
use of an elbow by the Mepham player, as she knocks it down with the elbow, which is as much of your arm as you can use without it getting called a handball.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Is now the Pirates going to retain possession. Gabby Saracini, one of the key players for this team, a junior. She's having a great game so far today with a goal scored. As now we get ready and back for game action as we wait the ref signal. And we're underway again here in the B&B Game of the Week. The Dalers playing the Mepham Pirates. So Farmingdale now, a little back and forth. Farmingdale, nice play there by Lauren Keener. A good play, and now a little bit of speed here for the Farmingdale. Volpe, nice job stepping up, and that's going to be out of bounds here, so it's going to be Farmingdale ball. But again, a nice job there by Volpe, just making sure she stops the attacker in her tracks, kicks the ball out of bounds.
Even if you just kick it out of bounds, a clear is a clear right now.
Yeah, I agree with you there, right? These Pirates don't need to score another goal. Their job is just to shut down this Farmingdale offense and do whatever they have to do to make sure that they do not blow this 3-0 lead. So now Farmingdale gets the ball back as we're going to have a call here on Mepham. You see an aggressive play, but it doesn't work out for the Pirates.
That aggressive play by Mepham could end up turning the tables, even though there's only 19 minutes left. All they need is one.
I agree with you there. Is now these Dalers trying to find a spark. Nice objective there, trying to get to the slot, but not able to, as the ball is now going to be crossed on the other side. Now it's going to be a close play at the line, but it's going to be out of bounds. So Mepham, I believe, yeah, it's going to be Mepham's ball, as you're going to have a substitution.
Number 17, Gabrielle Cometti, and number 18, Jenna Swang.
So you see Caminetti coming into the game, and we've seen so far today, it's been a very interesting day. The Farmingdale Dalers not able to get much going, as we see with some of the stats today. But again, we have West, one of the goal scorers, Tansy, Saracini. They have done a really good job today. How has this offense for the Pirates been a key part of their success today?
The offense by the Pirates has been putting on a ton of pressure, getting a ton of shots. And in fact, here we got a 2-on-1 and a great play by the Dalers defender.
Yeah, it was a great job. West was going downfield, had a one-on-one, but not able to capitalize due to the great play we see right now. Again, Ferraro doing a good job picking up that ball, just making sure that she plays at her own pace. But again, a great defensive play there. So the ball is going to be out of bounds. It's going to be Mepham ball. And Farmingdale right now, you look at it, there's 18 minutes. they've done a good job as of late. I mean, they've been a little sloppy with some of their passing, but they've got the ball out of their feet very fast, right? They've done a good job in the transition game right now. What do you think are some things offensively that they have to do to get going?
They just need to just put shots on goal. But the thing is, today in the second half, the Dalers defense has been strong. They only allowed that one breakaway there, and that's basically Mepham's biggest opportunity of the second half.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I actually had an opportunity to sit down with Coach Gorenstein, and he talked about how they preach defense, right? That's really what they're about right now. But they also knew that they had struggles on the offensive side of the ball. You see, one of their three keys to the game was making sure that they play and get that first goal. But, again, not working out so well. But we see here morning announcements every Friday, one of my favorite shows. Jared, what do you think about the morning announcements?
The morning announcements happens every Friday, and you get to see your favorite people, personalities, and all different news stories, and to keep you up to date on things around the Bellmore-Merrick community.
Yeah, I agree with you there, morning announcements. I know I say this about every show, and I guess you can make that argument, right? But again, the BMB morning announcements, definitely worth your time tuning in every Friday morning. Just keeps you up to date in and around the Mepham and Bellmore-Merrick community. So again, one of the best shows that we have here to offer. So we see there was a nice toss in, and we saw a header not able to get on net, just a little bit right of the net. So there's a nice opportunity there, just not able to capitalize.
That was a toss that almost ended up turning into a cross, and the Dalers just missed the header. They might have actually had the goalie beat.
Yeah, so again, it was an interesting opportunity, but the Dalers come up empty-handed. As you see there, the feet, it looked like it ended up tripping up Caminetti as she tried to advance the ball.
And that ends up turning into a yellow card
on the
Dalers.
Yeah, Abramowitz. You saw she got a little too happy, a little too aggressive. She was playing with speed, the right mindset, but just not quite able to cause a turnover and, again, make the ball go the other way.
Another reason why that happened is the ball ended up getting caught up in the legs, and right as that ball got passed out, she ended up arriving and ending up hitting her on the legs.
So now the ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be Mepham ball. And I like what Mepham has done so far this half. They've given up a few small opportunities. Of course, you had the one that went off the post, right? But you see they've done a good job. They've played at their own pace. They haven't given up too many great looks on net. I like what they've doing. What do you think? How do you think Mepham's been doing so far in the second half?
I think Mepham's offensive pressure has been great. They did allow a few slip-ups on defense, but their defense also. Mepham has played an all-around great half. And the Dalers have played a pretty good half. They didn't get anything to fall, but all around, both teams have played a great half.
Yeah, it's definitely been interesting to see what adjustments both teams would make at halftime, and you can see Mepham still doing a good job preaching how they want to play. They're playing the way that they want to play, and, of course, the scoreboard is showing that. So we see now the ref blows his whistle.
Like we said earlier, we figured that first goal was going to control the game. And as it has, because right after that first goal, Mepham ended up picking up a second and a third.
Yeah, no, definitely it was something that was very interesting. As you see, the trip's going to happen there. Coach Gorenstein, not happy with that. He wants his players to play with a little bit of speed, but right now just a little too aggressive. They're getting some calls against them that, of course, you don't want to have. It kind of just kills the drive as it is. And as soon as they start to play with some speed, get the ball downfield, it seems like penalties right now are just killing them.
Yeah, you can be aggressive. You just got to stay away from the fouls. Just focus on your speed and just outrunning the other team and see if you can get by them.
So you see there, Smith sent it down, but the Dalers doing a good job keeping it on the Mepham side. But right now, Mepham trying to advance the ball. A little toss-up, and now Mepham retains. Smith kicks it up. A nice play there by Stasia. Now the ball moves up again. The Pirates moving now. Felsberg with the ball. The senior on her big day, trying to find somewhere, cuts to the right. Shows some speed. Nice defensive play there for the Dalers. And now you see a kick sent towards the net, and a good save there by Ferraro.
Yeah, that was just a good shot. Your goal, no matter what in soccer, is just to force the goalie to make a play on it. Because sometimes that goalie may end up making a mistake.
Yeah, I agree with you there. But again, Ferraro, not the first half that she wanted, but has done a really good job here in the second half, not allowing a goal so far, and just making sure that she doesn't make any bad mistakes.
I completely agree with that one.
So the Dalers here trying to find some sort of opportunity. You see a 50-50 ball. It's put towards the corner, so nice defensive play there. As again, these Pirates don't want to give the Dalers any life, any real opportunities to come back in this game. We talk about, though, one of the key players here for the Dalers, Gianna. She's one of the 10th graders on this team. She has been a huge part to the success that we've seen so far throughout the season for the Dalers. She kind of plays a lot of different roles for this team, right? You see her a lot on the center attacking side of it, but they also use her a lot in that midfield. So definitely a versatile player that I'd keep an eye out for.
She may only have one goal, but she's still a very big part of this team, right? Currently, and also a big part of what they want to do in the future.
Yeah, I agree. As you see now, Farmingdale going to get an opportunity in the corner to make something happen. Again, you're coming now up to now 13 minutes left in the game. You need to see the Dalers start to score now because, again, this clock is not on their side. They're going to keep it simple here and try to get a shot towards the net. They're going to send it. It's going to be wide right.
That's good D again by Mepham.
And I like what Mepham's doing, right? You see a lot of times there are a lot of maroon jerseys sitting right in front of that net trying to make sure that if they're going to allow some of these easy opportunities for the Dalers, right? They're going to let them kick from 20 yards out, right? They know that they can take all those shots that they want. They can trust their goaltender, Mel, to make a good play on those balls. I like what they're doing defensively right now.
And on their defense, they're also staying man-on-man and not over-pursuing against the defender. They're following the ball and not over-pursuing, trying to go for an early steal and be too early.
Yeah, it's the art of communication, right? One of the most underrated parts of these games. And you want to make sure that you know who your guy is, right? Who you want to guard, who you want to make sure you stay with. It's important that each defender knows their assignment and is able to make sure that no mistakes are made. So the Dalers now not able to capitalize as Mepham now with an opportunity. Smith kicks it upfield, but Stage does a nice job, and the Dalers have the ball again. Farmingdale trying to find something. Smith not able to catch up to that one. Is now the Dalers. An opportunity, a few white jerseys pressing up, but a good defensive play.
But there again is the Mepham jerseys right in front of the net playing great defense.
Yeah, I agree. As again, you're seeing some important plays here for these Pirates defensively. They're doing a good job stepping up, making sure that they know their assignments, know what they have to do. So we see another ball out of bounds as we await the play. Again, you're going to have to see these Farmingdale team. They're going to have to start playing with a little more aggression, a little more speed as it's really important. So you see here the toss in, we have a 50-50 ball. Not too much gas on that pass, but still able to get to its target. And now Mepham going to kick the ball out of bounds, and the Dalers going to get it again.
Good D again by Mepham, just putting it out of bounds. No matter what, if they get the possession, they still put the pressure.
Yeah, something that, again, this team has done a great job of. I talked to Coach Pizzilia. She preached effort, right? That's such a key, important piece of this game, and really any sport in general, right? Just making sure that your players, they know what they're out there for. They know that you have to just play with effort, play with speed, make sure that you're energized and ready to go. So you see now these Pirates, an opportunity but not able to capitalize. The ball goes the other way. Farmingdale needs some life here coming up on that 10-minute mark. The Dalers up 3-0, or excuse me, down 3-0. That's Caminetti now, the ball. Passing the 40-yard line, using that speed upfield. She's got a few attackers that are waiting there for her. Is she going to cross or shoot? Caminetti, she looks for the pass in the slot, but not able to make a play there. Good defense by the Dalers. You saw Caminetti shows some speed on that sideline, tried to pass it across. Had two maroon jerseys there sitting in the slot, but not able to do anything.
And here's junior Nicole Lutz, who's going to be a 4-year varsity player, who last year as a sophomore, she was out with a torn ACL. But that just showed the resilience of how hard she worked in the offseason to get back to where she is right now and starting.
Yeah, one of the key pieces of these Mepham Pirates, a torn ACL, is no joke. I mean, you're talking about 6 to 9 months of recovery, plus a very hard surgery. So we give her props for not only coming back, but being able to play this game of soccer again with the speed and intensity that she's able to. So, again, we give her props as she's a big piece to these Mepham Pirates' success for this year and next year.
Also, she came into the summer training camps and might have actually been the best one there, hardworking, always listens to the coach, always tries to get better.
So we see now the Dalers trying to find a spark. He gets it down. They're going to have an opportunity here. The Dalers not able to get a shot off, so you saw Gianna with an opportunity to get the ball on net, couldn't quite catch up to it. Mel doing a good job using her body, and the ball goes out of bounds.
Great play by Mel, just blocking off basically half of the goal. And she didn't even have to be in the goal. She just needed to be by the post.
I agree with you there. And we talk about now Megan Dunn, one of the key pieces of this team, the captain, you might add. She's a second-year captain. She hasn't quite committed to college yet, but we know that she's one of the top players. She's hoping to play soccer in college. And, again, one of the most versatile players on this team. Sometimes they like to put her on the back end of the field, make her play some defense, but she also is very talented when they want to make her an attacker. So, again, someone that's very versatile, and expect to see her maybe start to amp up a little bit here, put her on the attacking side of things here to help Farmingdale get back into the game. So now the Dalers tried making a big pass downfield, not able to capitalize. A nice defensive play. But the Dalers going to maintain possession. You see the Dalers, nice pass. Nice pass again there with the side of the foot. The Dalers moving up have some life, but a nice defensive play by Smith stopping Farmingdale in their tracks.
Great job by Leah Smith stepping up and just kicking it away and releasing a big opportunity for the Dalers.
I agree with you there. So listen now, nice toss in, but not able to get anything. Is now Mepham going the other way. 7 minutes, 47 seconds here left in this game. Pirates up 3-0. As you see, they send it down the field. Smith getting the ball. Nice communication there.
Caminetti down the middle.
Yeah, she had an opportunity. Caminetti, nice conversation there for a second. Nice communication with Smith telling, hey, you go get the ball. I'll go drive to the net. But they're not able to make that pass.
Communication is key in almost in every sport.
I agree with you now. So now Mepham, an opportunity here. A good pass, just a little too much on it. So they're not able to quite recover, and Farmingdale's going to be able to get the ball.
As now we're approaching about 7 minutes left in this game.
Yeah, but you saw Valdez there, an opportunity to get a shot on net, but not quite able to catch up to it. So now Farmingdale.
Good block there by Mepham.
Ball crosses the 50-yard line, and now you're going to see a nice sprint to the ball. Who's going to get there first? Farmingdale does. Farmingdale trying to find something here. Nice cutback move. Sends it across. Ball in the slot now, but a good defensive play there by the Pirates. Farmingdale retains possession. The Dalers, nice play there. Ball's going to be on net, and that's going to be a goal. So Farmingdale, better late than never. 6 minutes, 35 minutes left in the game.
That's a
Farmingdale, a good job getting
just
back in this game.
Diving Melanie Arcos to put it in.
Yeah, I agree with you there. You see these Farmingdale girls, they're hustling. They know they have to get back and get this ball in play.
For Farmingdale.
Up, and that's a great goal, and that goal was by Buyan Guarino.
Yeah,
what
good
a
job.
shot.
Yeah, good job there for
by
sure.
Junior.
Found the left side of that net wide open, did a good job getting that spot, and now all of a sudden these Dalers back in it with some life. These girls have energy, folks. We have a ball game.
Yep.
So
No matter how much time's left, they got that one, finally.
So the ball out of reach there of Caminetti. Hits assistant coach Hayes. Is now Farmingdale going to have the ball, looking to go the other way. Farmingdale need a sense of urgency. They got one. They need two more to get back in this game. Nice job.
Going to look to probably be more aggressive down the stretch now that the Dalers picked up one goal.
Yeah, you see there, Mepham a little aggressive. They actually had a wide open attacker there, just not quite able to get the ball downfield. So you see now.
And the Dalers are playing with a lot more confidence after that first goal.
Yeah, you see the Dalers again trying to put everyone that they have those outside backs that I talked about with Farmingdale. They're having them up as aggressive as possible right now. Coming up 20 seconds past that 6-minute mark right now. So the ball in the corner. Farmingdale with some life. Knife pass there. Ferraro, an opportunity with the ball, but a good defensive play by Smith. Leah, nice pass upfield. But it's going to be Farmingdale ball.
Just step up in the defender, just how Leah Smith did, and just get in the way of the pass.
So Bianca now playing with some speed. Multiple jerseys around her. She's going to send it across and not able to get the ball on net. There was Farmingdale. You saw you had a fast-driving Kate Murphy trying to get any contact on that ball and send it towards the net.
Yep,
again, good defense.
And that was a great play by Captain Addison Chiarella right in front of the net, just boxing off the Daler player.
Yeah, Chiarella, one of
keeping
the
away
leaders.
a shot on goal.
Chiarella, one of the leaders of this team, extremely important piece to the success of these Pirates. She's had a great game so far today on the defensive side. As now you see a 50-50 ball around the 30-yard line. The Pirates now retain possession. They're trying to push it upfield here. You look again, these Pirates, they don't need a goal. They just need to make sure that they keep possession of the ball, keep it on the other side of the field, and just not allow Farmingdale to get back into this game.
They're just trying to waste as much time as they can. For them, the time cannot run out quick enough.
I agree, as you see Farmingdale now starting to press up. Play with a little bit more speed and intensity. As Caminetti, a 50-50 ball. Good defense there, but Caminetti's going to make it all the way up. Caminetti passes one white jersey, not able to get past the second. Caminetti retains possession, kicks the ball upfield, as now you're going to have a sprint to the ball. Before I was going to get there before Mepham able to get any opportunity on that.
Good play by the goal. Good play by Farrell coming out to pick up that ball and keeping it away from Mepham.
So we see now Mepham with the ball. Felsberg trying to look for any opportunity. The ball is going to go just wide of the net. Wide left at that side.
Substitution.
So substitutions now for the Pirates. Smith's going to come in. We have 2 substitutions as well for Farmingdale as they look to get their fastest lineup possible out there, knowing that time is of the essence. So the Dalers now know they need at least one more goal to make this a conversation. 2 more to tie it, 3 to win. The Dalers, an opportunity past that 50-yard mark. As the ball is going to be a foot race, and the Dalers get there. Who's going to get there first? Mel is. Nice job there by the goalkeeper, Mel Arcos, to get a hand on it.
Good play by Arcos. Almost out of her reach, but that dive put it in her reach. Otherwise, that might have been a breakaway to an empty net if Mel missed that one.
Yeah, I agree. It was definitely a nice play. Made sure that she played it safe, got down, made sure that she definitely had that ball in reach and just made a nice play. So you see now Farrell sends it all the way down. Past that 50-yard mark. As that ball is going to bounce out of bounds. Now Farmingdale knows they have to play with some speed. Nice toss in. Farmingdale, Farrell with the toss. As you see now, a physical play. Basilwich, you saw her jump up to try to make a play on that ball, but definitely some contact around the ankles.
That ends up being a yellow card as Mepham gets too aggressive there.
Yeah, I believe it was on Leah Smith, the yellow card.
You can't get that aggressive with only a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, Lexi Abramowitz, again, one of the key pieces to this team. She's a defensive back right now playing up on the attack because they know that, again, they need an opportunity as that ball is going to be up and good. Just not a goal, sadly. So, again, you like the aggressive mindset of these Dalers, but not quite able to get anything going now. You're going to see we're coming up just around that 2-minute mark. The Dalers are going to have to start sending every single player that they can, trying to cause any sort of chaos whatsoever and get some free balls.
Keep anybody back. They might have to put everybody up and maybe even pull the goalie.
So you see here, ball's going to go out of bounds. Farmingdale again playing with some speed. Look for Alexia Abramowitz to start getting involved a little bit more on the offensive side.
As the goalie for the Dalers just keeps creeping up almost at midfield. She may end up coming fully out.
So you see Mel taking her sweet time back there, knowing that time is on the side of the Mepham Pirates. We're past that minute 30 mark now, 2-goal deficit. Here's you see Saraceni, a nice advancement of the ball. Just put it on the other side. It's going to come close to going out of bounds, and it will. So the ball lands on the track. We have a minute 15 now here. Farmingdale going to need a miracle. Ball is going to be up in the air. The Dalers playing with some speed. Need a goal ASAP. Smith, nice job defensively on the back check. As we now pass that 1-minute mark. These Dalers need something now. As you see a physical play. A fall taken. But I believe the Dalers are going to maintain possession here. After a physical play, we hear that ref's whistle. Excuse me, it's going to be Mepham ball. So an interesting call there. You saw
that was just a collision by both players, which will be a foul on neither team. In real time, it looks like it might be a foul on Mepham, but the refs talk it over. They realized that was not the right call to call that.
So we see now these Mepham Pirates doing a good job of playing keep away, not giving the Dailers any sort of play to build some momentum on, as that ball is going to be out of bounds. We're at the 10-second mark here. These Mepham Pirates had a great game so far. They played great in the second half.
Taking time to get the ball. 3, 2, and 1, and that'll do it as the Pirates beat the Dailers 3-1.
There you go. So that's the BMB game of the week. The Mepham Pirates, very successful here, accomplished what they wanted to do with the 3-1 win. That improves their overall record to 4-2-4. That conference record to 3-1-4.
And a very successful game, even though she couldn't get a goal. Ashley Felsberg, they played a fabulous game.
Yeah, definitely multiple key players here. We see goal scorers for the Mepham Pirates. West, Tanzania, and Saraceni did a great job just making sure that they play well on the offensive side.
And a goal by Guarano for the Dailers.
Yeah, so these Dailers, of course, they knew coming into this game that offense was definitely something that they struggle with. That showed to be the downfall here for these Farmingdale Dailers. But Mepham Pirates, though, on the other hand, played a great job offensively, right? They accomplished what they wanted to do. They did a good job. They played with speed, and now they're able to come out on top.
They played with aggressiveness and got plenty of shots on goal.
So with this win, you can add 2 more points to these Mepham Pirates tally. As you see now, they're going to meet up around the 45-yard line and just say good game. You always love some good sportsmanship.
Yep, sportsmanship is also key in sports. No
Yeah.
matter what the score is, you got to have good sportsmanship.
So we see again here these teams saying good game. As it was a hard-fought game for both of these teams. Both teams played extremely well, but the Mepham Pirates getting that last laugh and able to win. You see, though, the spirits are high for both teams. It was a very competitive game. Came down to the wire.
Yep, especially great games by both goaltenders.
So we see now, again, these teams, they did really well. Mepham Pirates able to come out on top, 3-1, improving their record big time. They now have 4 wins, 2 losses, and 4 ties on the season. A great game here for the BMB game of the week. These Mepham Pirates able to come in successful. And now let's send it over to Jake Maxwell with your BMB player of the game.
All right. I'm Jake Maxwell. I'm here with the players of the game, Gabby Saraceni and Ashley Felsberg. Guys, you guys dominated today. What were the keys to the game?
I think we just needed to work hard, and we communicated a lot, which really helped us in the end.
It was important to come out strong, and I think we did that with the first half, scoring 3 goals.
All right, get ready.
And Ashley, what's it like being the only senior on the team?
I don't know. I like it. I like my team. I don't know. I have help with my other captain, Addie, and that's how we lead.
Thank you, guys. Have great luck with the rest of the season, and thank you.
Thank you.
And
Hello,
back up to the studio.
To the Post Game Show. I'm Ryan Marr alongside Jake Mano, the one and only. And this is it. I mean, it couldn't have gone any better. A 3-1 win over Farmingdale Dailers. And this is exactly how they wanted to end their senior game.
I mean, definitely, you could say that. Mepham came out the gate firing. They were aggressive. They put pressure on the Dailers. And I ultimately think that's what did it. I mean, Gabby Saraceni with the leading goal, or the score, like the first goal. And that's ultimately what was the difference maker. Having that pressure, having that first goal is really what carried the momentum throughout the entire game.
100%. You know, I couldn't agree more. And if you love this, come tomorrow on the BMB YouTube channel, and you can watch more soccer, where we'll be filming the boys. Start time 5 p.m., I believe, once again. So tune in tomorrow. But that's been it from us here at BMB. We hope you guys have a good night. For BMB, I've been Ryan Marr.
And I've been Jake Mano.
And have a great night.